Hey, James, welcome back to the channel. So glad you are here. I want to apologize. I was going to do a story on the whole Mariano Rivera thing. His wife is an ordained minister. Allegedly, he told one of the kids in their church to go to a youth camp, and this person was mistreated, and then allegedly Rivera's basically kind of heavy-handedly told the kid not to say anything. So there's so much going on, and there's so much uh, to deal with that I don't have time to cover that. So I would just strongly encourage you to go to Not by Sight News. He did a video on it. He does great work, and I think he's a super dude. Here's what I found out yesterday. My trip to the Texas Department of Public Health initially didn't pan out. The front desk was very nice, but not very knowledgeable. So then I started making phone calls, and I started calling the Texas Criminal Investigations Division, which is inside of the Texas Department of Health. Didn't get anywhere, but then I called the Special Investigations Section. They're the ones that directed me to the North Texas office of the CID. And then she told me the thing I needed to hear more than anything else. Number one, there are several. If you live in the state of Texas, you got to find out what regional office covers your area. Specifically for, like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, say Colleyville. Our friends Jonathan and Susie Lamb. So they gave me the number, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. It's 214-861-2000. But what the person from the Special Investigation Section said that made them is the most important thing. If you are a victim of SA in the state of Texas, reach out to the Texas Rangers. They're the ones that handle those type of assaults. Anything that deals in a sexual nature. They're the ones that handle those type of assaults. So to finally get an answer as far as who could possibly help out Jonathan and Susie Lamb, I thought that was really cool. And so I passed that information along. I don't know why I haven't heard back from Jonathan or Susie yet. But if they take that information and use it, and the Rangers get involved and there's an actual investigation, then I did my job. So, but I want to talk more about Perry Stone, because apparently he's been talking. And see, I never really paid a whole lot of attention to Perry Stone. All this prophecy about the future and stuff like that. And my mindset is I'm caring about the here and the now. I want to see people who do bad things spend time in prison. I'm worried about the here and the now. Jesus said to the guy with the 5 talents and the guy with the 2 talents, "Well done, good and faithful servant." So I'm trying to be a good and faithful servant. But then I watched some of Perry Stone, and is this a joke? Do people really believe the stuff that he's saying? And this is preposterous. He did a video which was basically a veiled threat disguised as prophecy towards people like myself and Not by Sight News and Julie Roys and torn curtain. That's all that was. It was a name calling to try to get us to be quiet, disguised as a prophecy. Now, the title of it is called 2025, The Warning God Spoke to Me. Oh, really? If he spoke this to you, why are you just now releasing it on... apparently, he released his video on January 29th, so... And then he talks about how he's an expert in Hebraic hermeneutics. Harry, I've got my Master's of Divinity. That's what MDiv stands for, by the way. If you haven't, at the end of my name, it says MDiv. That's what Master's of Divinity is. 87 hours of graduate work related to the Bible. There's no such thing as Hebraic hermeneutics. I've never heard that term before, ever. Now, I've heard of hermeneutics. Let's put that up on the screen. This is what the definition of hermeneutics is. It is the branch of knowledge that deals with interpretation, especially of the Bible or literary texts. Yeah, you have to go back to the Greek or the Hebrew to get the meaning of the words. I get it. Then he says something about, well, if you have to look at the Hebrew alphabet and it will give you a hint of what the Hebrew here will show us. This is the type of person that picks something apart and then gives meanings to the things that he sees, like numbers and stuff. And it's like, you can manipulate that stuff to mean whatever you want it to. That's not how you interpret the Bible. There are patterns of prophecy found in biblical numbers. Really? You're going to go there. My friends, we've got to get the word out. Perry Stone is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He is a fraud. This stuff is nonsense. I normally wouldn't speak out this boldly against somebody, but this is silly. I mean, he makes Kenneth Copeland look like John Calvin. This is utterly preposterous. He has 3 points. He actually has 3 points. I was like, whoa. He said that God told him that 2025 was going to be the year of extreme transition and extreme shiftings. Really? All you had to do was say, yeah, Donald Trump got reelected. Things are going to change. Trust me. Come on. Even a 10-year-old could figure that one out. But this is where he starts going after people like me. Yeah, this is funny. He says, this is the year of demon spirits using people's voice to spread and accuse others using lies and slander. I don't know if you know this, Perry, but the last sermon Mike Bickle did, he used Revelation 12, and he said that the devil was the accuser. So anybody that accuses him of anything must be of the devil. Right? Wrong. This is a way of a false teacher trying to point the finger at somebody and say, see, he's of the devil. He's accusing me of something. What you're trying to do is you're trying to minimize people who are critical of either you or Daystar. That's all you're doing. Talk about how Jesus rebuked Peter and how Satan entered Judas before he betrayed him, and with Ananias and Sapphira, and you're trying to justify the fact that you are with Daystar and you haven't said a darn word about what happened to Jonathan and Susie's little daughter. You know it happened. I know it happened. Everybody that watches this channel knows it happened. But you won't say anything. Oh, what about what happened to Susie in 2017 at the hands of some creepy chiropractor? Are you going to say something about that, Perry? Or are you just going to accuse me of being of Satan? I feel like I'm dealing with the church lady. Who's behind this? Satan? I want to eliminate abuse of all kinds. I don't care if it was Pete or who it was. The fact that you won't speak up, Perry Stone, tells me you're more interested in money than you are in ministry. Oh, and this is the best part. I almost forgot about this part. This is the best part. When he's talking about people that are critical of him or Daystar, he says that these people, they just want to get a following. They don't work a secular or a regular job. Just sit at home and they're just trying to get a following. Let me remind you of all the times I referred to my day job. I can't talk about what I do as a hospital chaplain on this channel. I don't talk about it because I'm trying to protect the patients that I see. I have to protect their privacy. I can't tell you who they are or why they're there or any of that stuff. So, oh yes, I do have a day job. And yes, I do work 50 plus hours a week. Although they said, accusation is not evidence. Gee, I don't know about you, but the last person I want to be quoting, let alone basically ripping him off, he is just straight up, not perjury. I was told a long time ago that there's two ways you can, plagiarism. There's two ways you can get in trouble in ministry, and adultery and plagiarism. Perry Stone is plagiarizing Mike Bickle. Think about that one. And then Perry Stone said, point number 3, only the strong will stand. And he's referring to the armor of God in Ephesians 6. The funny thing is, Perry, you're not wearing it. Because if you stood behind the word of truth, so sword of the Spirit, breastplate of righteousness, you wouldn't have touched those women. You had multiple women accuse you of inappropriate behavior, but they're just bad, horrible people. They're trying to make up lies about me. Right. This is the type of person that's putting shows on Daystar, and quite frankly, anybody that believes anything of this biblical prophecy of Perry Stone, this is straight up garbage. I wouldn't trust Perry Stone as much as I can pick him up and throw him, or as far as I can pick him up and throw him. This is garbage. Anyway, if you are new, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't, go back and watch the video I did with Kim, the lady that went and basically gave Daystar a written notice saying, you have been kicked out of the body of Christ. Very bold maneuver on her part. So, name's Kim Chadwell. She's also known as Holy Nation. Go check out her stuff. She's just so on fire for God and just loves Jesus. And I'm going to start referring to her as America's grandmother. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.